my last question, just before we wrap things up here, is I think, a lot of our audience, I think the public, it's good to hear these conversations happening behind the scenes, but a lot of our audience obviously is trainers and gym owners and operators. So
Yeah.
anything else you want to just, say to people here, both in Canada, across the world, from your perspective in terms of what we need to continue to do as an industry, anything you want to sort of, some closing thoughts to people as we go.
I love to talk. So yeah, sure. So I think there's two things I'd like to leave with. One of which is I just love the camaraderie that's being built across the fitness industry. I mentioned that earlier. Despite the fact that we're competitors, we're working together to be a strong value to fight the pandemic. And I think that that's inspiring for people like myself that are continuing, and you too, I'm sure, Nick, like we're trying to grow our businesses. We're trying to we want to be inspired. And the people that have been in this business for a lot longer than we have are making good, strong decisions, and they need to continue doing that. And I think what I've learned from them is that the investments that we're making now to keep people safe and healthy are long-term investments. And maybe we think like what's happening tomorrow, what's happening next year. But what I'm learning is what's more important is, yeah, expenses are significantly higher in terms of keeping things safe and healthy within our facilities. But the strength in our brand will be significantly stronger over the next 4 to 6 years if we continue to do the right thing. So think about your brand, think about the investment that you're making today as a long-term investment, that at the end of the pandemic, if there's an end to it or if it just continues, regardless, your brand is going to be so much stronger if you're doing the right things right now, making the right decisions. If you don't have a mission in place, if you don't have core values in place, create them and make every decision that you make going forward based on those values or virtues or culture or mission. And I think that's the best advice I think I can give is investment today is for tomorrow. And we got this. Let's keep going.
And that echoes actually a lot of what content that I put out too about taking a long-term approach from the training side to people's goals, not being so in a rush to try and sell that big package up front, that if you actually invest in understanding what they need now and giving them options to what they need today, but making sure that conversation is ongoing, that you're having that conversation every 30 days and people are able to scale up and down based off of the results they're getting and having options, that if you might sell a little bit less converting to this new business model, but it'll build more over time. Yeah. And so it exactly echoes, what I think the overall bigger challenges are that gyms are going through. Did you enjoy that clip? You can check out the whole podcast on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to get more content on the future of fitness.